Hey, what's up guys, Ollie here. So just a quick video today covering 10 iOS tips you may not know of. Let's get right into it. So some of you may already know some of these already, but hopefully you learned something anyway. So we go straight into the first one. The first one is to do with 3D touch. So when you're sort of looking at a paragraph of text or you're looking at a block of text or whatever, and you have your cursor and you quickly want to move your cursor around, you can actually use 3D touch to quickly move the cursor. And you can move it all over the screen anywhere really, which makes it super easy to get the cursor anywhere you like. Tip number 2 is to do with notifications. If I pull down the notifications screen, you can hold down on the X button to clear all your notifications at once. So if you're like me and you get notifications throughout the week, you can clear them very quickly. Tip number 3 is to do with icons on the home screen. So if you want to move multiple icons at once, so if I hold down and I go into wiggle mode, I can tap each icon and it will basically put them all together for me in a pile, and then I can actually go from screen to screen and put them anywhere I like, which makes it super easy to move your apps around. Tip number 4, when you're on the home screen or any home screen, wherever you are, you can slide down just a little bit to get the search bar and obviously Siri app suggestions and stuff like that. But in this search bar, you don't have to just search for apps or anything on your phone. You can do things like currency conversion. So if I do 200 to USD, you can see it gives me £200 to USD. And you don't just have to do this with currency, you can also do it with the weather, and I'm sure there are some other things you can do with it. I haven't actually figured it out yet, I'm still discovering this one myself. Tip number 5 is to do with Safari. When you're in Safari, you can hold down on the tab icon on the bottom right and you get given a few options. You get to close all the tabs, you get to close this tab, you get to open a new private tab or just a new tab. Tip number 6 is also to do with Safari. When you're looking to find something on a page, it's pretty easy to do it on a desktop, on a computer, but it's not so clear how it's done on the phone. So when you're on a web page and you're looking for something, for example, if I want to look for a word on a page, I go into the address bar, I can put in something like minimal. If I put in something like that, I scroll to the bottom and you get given an option to find on this page. When you press find on this page, you get a bar at the bottom which lets you quickly go between those options. Tip number 7 is actually something I discovered recently. When you're in the compass app, you can actually swipe over to the right to get a spirit level. Tip number 8 is to do with control center. When you're in control center, you can actually use 3D touch to open up each option, each control. My favorite one is the timer. So if I 3D touch to open up the timer, I can quickly choose a time for my timer. You can also do that with music, you can do that with brightness, you can also do it with your toggles at the top as well. Tip number 9 is to do with the keyboard. When you're typing and you quickly want to get a number or get an apostrophe or a comma or something, you can actually hold down on 1, 2, 3 and then quickly go to get that character, which makes it super easy to put in numbers, put in commas, put in question marks, whatever else you need to put in. Tip number 10 is also to do with the keyboard. When you're typing, you can shake your phone and it will give you the option to undo typing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, hopefully you learned something, and thanks for watching.